Hey everybody, it's Danny with Gardening for Gains, and welcome back to another episode of Plant Rant. Here I'm starting off filling up some root pouches, which are fabric bags. I'm filling them up with some soil mix, and then going to be adding some extra components in there. But these root pouches are really great because they are a fabric pot, so that allows a lot of air to get in there. And I think that's a lot of the big issues that happen around our area are kind of centered around uh, too heavy of soil. So what I've done here is add a lot of different components to kind of loosen that up, add some nutrition, and hopefully help with our growth cycle. As we go through the spring here.
Okay, so walk me through exactly what you're adding to the soil.
All right, so we put the regular soil in. It's a Berger mix, and it's a pine bark mix, and then we put Grotab mycorrhizae in.
What is mycorrhizae?
And mycorrhizae is a beneficial fungus that forms a symbiotic relationship with the plant's roots. Helps supply nutrients, water, kind of helps unlock a lot of nutrients in the soil. And then what we're putting on top of that and mixing in are silica sands. And this one's called Harvest Gold Silica. And what that does is helps retain some moisture in the soil. Silica kind of enables a lot of other micronutrients and macronutrients to be utilized in the soil, so that'll lead to an increased cell wall strength, a little bit more disease resistance. That's the main thing that silica does. But then it also unlocks like calcium, makes it more usable to the plant, and nitrogen as well. So it's going to increase your growth, your flowering, and that's kind of what we're aiming for because we're going to have tomatoes in these eventually. So with the fabric pot, it's really a lot of wind gets to it, kind of dries it out. So we just want to kind of hold moisture in there any way we can. So you want it to dry out, but it'll be nice for the plant to have like kind of a reserve to go to down in the soil. So that's why we're doing that, and we'll probably just plant some veggies in here for now, and then transition to tomatoes probably here in like 2 to 3 weeks.
It's super rich soil.
Yeah, so it's just going to make it like, really improve the soil quality, aeration, but also kind of, just making it more of a complete soil, because like the mixes that we use don't have any nutrients in them. They're soilless, sterile media is what they call it. So you basically just have to add your own stuff to get the good soil-like recipe. So that's kind of what we're doing, and taking a test with the Harvest Gold Silica and the Grotab microbial mix, and it should be a good thing, really beneficial, help us cut down on our usage of fertilizer, and just use what's available in the pot. So we're going to get to planting, but probably have enough for about 10 more root pouches, and we're just going to fill this area out. So we got them like lining the fence. I was thinking about taking them down that other side of the fence, but I think we should just plant strawberries there. We could probably just plug those in the ground, so we'll just do that, and then probably have like root pouches along this fence at some point too. But it just depends on like how much space we have, because we got to get the mower out of here somehow. So I have this little path carved out. So there's probably enough room for like a couple of pouches down here, but they won't get as much sunlight.
Did you already show them the trellising?
So I put that on Instagram last night, but this is our little trellis. We got wires at just about 36-inch and 24-inch height, which is what's recommended. It's a little loose, so I'm probably going to get some anchors to pull this down, anchor these end posts. I tried to like angle it back, at least down there, but either way it shouldn't be too hard to get straightened out, and as long as they have something to rest on, it'll be good for the raspberries growth. And then we got soaker hose going through, and basically it's just hose with holes in it, and then as you we got the plug in probably at the highest elevation up there so that everything kind of flows down together. You can see the soil is still pretty moist, so that's good sign. It means it's getting deep and wide, which is what you want for the root zone to grow down and kind of strengthen that. So, so that'll be
Sorry guys, he just hit his head on the trellis.
So that'll be it'll just make everything easier so we don't have to water by hand. Even in the middle here it looks like it's just about got everything, so if we leave it running a little bit longer it should be fine. So I think it helped doing this, and then we got a wire in the ground down here. Keep this area open. Probably peppers right here. Leave a little walkway so we can get to these. And there's tomatoes there. A little basil. So it's all coming together, and we still got a couple weeks before the last frost date. So I'm just gonna keep chugging till then with everything we got, and that's kind of the update of where we're at. And so now it's up to Kyla to take care of it while I'm out in Vegas for a day or a couple days for a conference. Probably cut that out.
Yeah.
All right, so Kyla did take great care of the garden while I was out in Vegas. Came back to pretty much explosive growth throughout, everything from the berries to the turnips, lettuce. I think every single root pouch is finally sprouting up the seeds that we planted in them. So got a wide variety, and that's kind of easing my mind as far as being able to supply everything to our customers for our CSA, which is our veggie box subscription plan. So excited to see that. And while I was out in Vegas for business, so this video is a little old, but I wanted to show it just so we can kind of keep everyone updated on the process of what we're doing in the garden, how we're what we're applying, along with just regular soil and the fertilizers that we'll be putting in. So my whole point of all of this is just to kind of give an update on what we're doing, just to be transparent with everybody, and just help with giving people some growing tips as well. So if you have any questions about silica, feel free to drop me a comment. But more than anything, we're adding a lot of micronutrients and beneficial microbes to our soils in order to get the best taste, flavor, and plant health. So that's kind of the game plan, and stay tuned for more videos.
Super rich. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's starting to look like real soil.